Ah, boy. This game, this is like nobody's favorite video game ever. Let's do it, folks. Welcome to Mega Man Battle Network 4, Red Sun. In the year 200X, war was beginning. Wait, no, sorry. Advanced technology connects the world's nations via the net. Oh, boy, don't, better be careful with those smart fridges and stuff. Oh, Jesus, yeah, you're doing that. The world is enjoying a time of peace. And here we are in the space lab. I mean, you signed up for this job. I don't know what you were expecting, right? Yeah, but I mean, that's probably good, right? Naxa, yeah. Originally it was ANSA. I forget what ANSA is supposed to resemble, but yeah, they decided that the space industry needed to be based on the American National Aerospace Administration, pardon me, the National Air and Space Administration. And yeah, they can't even be asked to put the full phrase observation room in there. They really do use and abuse a lot of the abbreviations here. I wonder if it's because they didn't have space for it, because as we talked before, these games do tend to be a little bit tight on the space. Chili, yeah, what a name. Absolutely fantastic. Well, I mean, usually you can just look up, right? But sometimes you wish a disaster would happen, right? Yeah, that usually doesn't happen. You want to discover something, huh? To analyzing data from the satellites, or I mean, just strike out on your own, maybe. But something like that is probably a simpler way to do it. Now, what are you laughing at, buddy? Yourself. Exactly, yeah. I mean, I wouldn't know, but... I mean, yeah, I guess there it is. Everybody has some ambitions, but none of us really get to carry them out, as a rule. Apparently only the men, though, according to her, but again, we're not going to dig too deep into that part of the writing. We got other things to criticize it for. Well, it's bad, but, I mean, it's something. Holy crap. Ah, yes, back when Pluto was a planet. An asteroid heading straight for the Earth. It's... well, if it's around Pluto, then it'll be a minute before it gets here, to say the least. Oh shit, we're gonna go the way of the dinosaurs, everybody. Ah, if only we were dinosaurs. Oh, that looks really crusty on the new font, but unfortunately I can't change that. It's probably a little too early to tell, because, again, if it's at Pluto, even if it's going at the speed of light, which I assure you it's not, we're going to find out it's something stupider later, but I digress. Even if it's going at the speed of light, it would take a minute to get here, to say the least. And that course can diverge. You know, it could get intercepted by something else moving really fast. It could get yanked away from gravity. It could, you know, at least I think it could. Basically, yeah, physics is complicated. Well, I guess where are we starting on the analysis, right? And how much analysis can we even do while that thing's that far away? Yeah, unfortunately he got thwacked in the middle of the night, so he may not be getting up anytime soon. Oh no, he's fine. Check it later? Alright, okay. I just want to pick up Mega Man. Yeah, just like in BN1. And we got some mail. Is everyone performing regular viruses scans? Yeah, for some reason, the singular of the word virus does not show up a whole lot in this game. The localization on this and the script editing, the copy editing is infamously awful. And I do agree that it's quite bad, but also, like, I think people overreact to it nowadays, because I definitely remember playing things around this period that were, at times, as bad, and I never had an issue with it. Like, okay, I noticed that it was a little bit off, but I could figure out what was going on. There was some shit in PSO. I'm pretty sure we saw some of that when we played that. So, you know, it's a little overstated. Your electric devices may suddenly break. I feel electronic is the word you're looking for there. I will say that. But, yeah, this game tends to get, like, absolutely, you know, get a mud hole stomped in it by the fan base of being, like, one of the worst games anybody's ever. And I think that it's a little bit overplayed, because a lot of it is also based very heavily not on experience, but on a rather infamous Let's Play that got quite a few things wrong, especially when it came to functionality, because it was using an emulator that was very glitchy. But there are also some parts where, yeah, I do agree that some parts of it are quite bad. We're going in here real quick to make sure that we turn the filter off. In any case, okay, yeah, X button for patch cards. New SP Navi cannot be... Record times cannot be set while patch cards are enabled. Yeah, I think I mentioned that earlier. And you see, we can go in here and we can turn on some fun stuff. But mostly, we want to come in here. We want to get our bonus chips. Sadly, there's no, like, free money or anything, which is a thing that the bonuses in the later games are pretty ridiculous. Yeah, that's right. That's the mini bomb. We don't really need that. Pick up our Z Saber. See what we can put in here that would be nice and fun to start with. Have our blind effect. Turns our charge attack into the Guts machine gun. Mini bomb, heat shot, bubbler, thunder, sword. Just change the color of the pet screen. I guess that's interesting. Okay, this is a random counter effect, so that's neat, I suppose. Bug bomb, crack out. Alright, poison. Synchro state. Set B button to guard. Shot and copy damage is funny. Blizzard, heat breath, electric shock. Actually, I think what we would probably most want in terms of anything here let's take this. Yeah, see, we changed address 0E, so this is how the mod cards work. This is what allows you to use, determines what you can and cannot use, rather. Are that if we have this, so we cannot equip another 0E slot ability. And yeah, that's a little bit complicated, but, or at least it sounds like it, but trust me, it's not so bad as that. Let's take a look at our basic folder here. We got our standard cannons, air shots. Unfortunately, they're in A instead of asterisk. Vulcan. This is our replacement for our shotgun chips, our Vulcans. They hit the target and one behind it, but as you can probably tell from the description, 3 shots. The amount of multi-hits start to really come out in force in this game. This is where that becomes a major direction for this, and where you absolutely are just going to live and die by your ability to boost multi-hit chips for your big damage. And then we got mini bombs, which are probably what we're gonna chuck our stuff out for. Swords, wide swords. Crack out. This replaces our panel out from before. I'm pretty sure the main thing is just that it has a faster animation. Recovery. Area grab, attack plus 10, you know, just the basic stuff, really. Alright, I think we're good to go, because we're taking that stuff. We're gonna snoop around a little bit here. Yeah, what's going on over here? Because we can't see yet. Yep. Microwave, is it? Is any of this a microwave? Yeah, well, I mean, we can handle it. No, I don't think that... Lan, I don't think your mom is much of a net battler. Yeah, we jack in here. The program's talking all caps now for some reason. And oh boy, it's tutorial time! Everybody's favorite! And by that I mean, at the very least, there's something new in this game. Also, our dad saying, let's see how good you are. Dad, we saved the world 3 fucking times already. And you know about all of them. Truly, this game is completely episodic in nature. Anyway, I'm just going to skip over this as much as I can because we know how... We know how these games play. We're only going to change... And by change, I mean we're only going to, like, not bother once we hit the 3rd battle, because that's where we get some new mechanics. Oh. Okay. Oh, well, I guess that's sort of demoed one of the new mechanics. Alright, cool. So I didn't get my charge shot changeover, or is it not enabled right now? Alright, so we area grab, wide sword. We know what we're doing here. feel like my microphone sensitivity is just through the fucking roof lately. Despite the fact that I've got the gain down fairly low. Did I switch what type of mic I'm using on my Yeti? Oh god damn it. Where's my flashlight? I'll give you a second in a minute here, Yuichiro. No, it looks about the same, so that's... Huh. That's weird. Alright, what's up, buddy? Counter and full synchro. Okay. Yeah, we got the emotion window up there. You can tell how well you're operating your Navi. Sort of. Navi will be calm, operating poorly, and he keeps taking damage. He'll get anxious. Well-operated Navi will go full synchro. I mean, saying well-operated is a bit of a not the most descriptive thing. If you avoid attacks and you counter-attack, you will trigger full synchro. Counter-attacking only works with chips in this game, but it adds a stun effect, and it means that your next attack does double damage. Also, you get that nice, like, shredding sound when you do it. Yeah, it doesn't work with time stop, but you do get the double damage for those instances. I'm gonna go in here and double check that, like... Is our stuff on or off? Alright, make sure that we set all changes on. Oh no, that's for Navi Cuss. That's why it says nothing. We don't have that unlocked yet, even. It's a recovery patch in AC/DC 3. And he'll give us 500 zenny to be able to pay for it, which is great. The amount of cash gating in this game is pretty excessive. I'll put that out there right now. And I do not like it. I mean, I don't like it in other games, too. It's not just like, oh, in this game it's really, really terrible, which it is, but it's not a great thing of just like, hey, go grind some money to be able to move forward. It's... See, I don't think that grinding is an essential part of RPGs, which I feel like a surprising amount of people believe that it is, but sincerely, no. Alright, so let's show this off. Yeah, the wood powder attacks in a pattern like that. It does pretty good damage. It leaves grass squares. We've played enough of these games that I'm willing to just show that stuff off. Yeah, I mean, grinding is okay. I'm not here to be like, oh, hey, yeah, your game is immediately bad if it has grinding. But I don't think that it needs to be, like, a core tenet of game design. You can make an RPG where you don't have to grind. It's a game lengthening tactic, which, you know, really leaves it as being like something that should have died in the 80s. Or early 90s, rather, but, you know. Similar idea. Alright, we're gonna have a bit of a time when it comes to being able to... Yeah. So, Z-Saber, I believe, is 3 swings? And there's the option to do a 4th one if I could actually remember what the input command was. I don't remember what a lot of the command codes are for this game, just in general, so I may have to look those up later. In order to really take things to the next level, brother. You know, so I can actually be good at certain attacks, but we'll deal with that later on. For the time being, let's just pop this so that way we can see it. Yeah, longsword, wide sword, fighter sword. It's pretty decent, but the other two I think are probably more powerful. We haven't even seen Grand Prix power yet, but we will eventually. Yeah, the main net shop is not open yet, which is fine. We don't really have a whole lot of money to do anything with, so... It probably shouldn't be open to us right now. Won't stop me from feigning disappointment, though. The balance in this game is just generally a little bit weird. I've heard people say before that BN4 is a game where the Mega Buster is really powerful. And a lot of it is just like the battle chips are significantly nerfed in certain ways, mostly from a lack of availability of certain codes. And there are some areas where it's very clear that they are quite a bit stronger, though. Like, the charge time seems pretty good for your Mega Buster, is what I'm trying to say. Anyway, here's this one, Grand Prix Power. It only does 2 hits, but they're 200 damage a pop. That's enough to kill the earliest bosses instantly. So, I'm not going to complain about that. Duo is clearly the one that's giving us all the damage, though. But, you know, that means that it's never going to show up when we want it to. Ah, yes, some old friends here. Hey, you. Are you the... Yep. Yeah, 500 zennies is really not that much, although in this game it can be a little rough. Man, though, you gotta, again, just sort of hustling out here in order to help your operator. That seems a little sad. By the, you know, even by the things in this universe that are a little bit not great, but, you know. You know. Ooh, yeah, here's a neat thing that we haven't had a chance to see yet. In-battle mystery data. Now, unsurprisingly, if that gets hit, it will shatter. But if you manage to preserve it until the end of a battle, you will be able to claim the reward inside of it. Which, what is in there can vary. Usually it's money or a chip. In this case, we get a double crack asterisk. That is kind of a shit reward, I'm not gonna lie. It's just the crack out, but more awkward to use. You're not really going to have a whole lot of instances where that's going to help you. Unless you are absolutely spamming boomerangs and you need to make sure that your opponent can't escape it. So the odds of that being a thing are pretty small. Also, because we don't have to worry about style changes in this game, our fighting style doesn't really matter too much. We can just be as bad as we want. We can just Buster Duel everything if we really, really hate ourselves. I'm just doing a quick tour of the area to see if there's anything else of value for me to get before we go. And the answer is probably going to be no. Excuse me. Yeah, see, no counter for us, even though we were inside the counter frames, because we were using a time stopper. A bad connection, huh? The old network, you know, the sharks that eat cables. There we go. That's what I guess I'm going with today. Alright, old man, we got the thing. We ran our errand. What is the deal with fixing this oven? You'd be surprised how fast programs and stuff work. I mean, he did the real legwork, you know? Yeah, that's right. We haven't eaten. You're about to faint. Yeah, okay, Lan. Sure, buddy. Nearly ready? I mean, that's actually true, so... We need light bulbs, right? Oh, I see. He wants to build a gaming PC. Alright, buddy. Yeah, we got there a minute ago. What's up, Dad? What did you do? You forgot to send an important work email. Do you not have any sort of, like, mobile device to do that in this universe of all places, Lan's dad? As one of the primary architects of the universe? Yeah, one thing this game absolutely takes on the chin that I cannot give, you know, that I cannot explain away, rather, is that a lot of the writing is kinda bad. Because it truly is very odd at times, and this is one of, like, the least of such. Find something to do. Alright, I'm gonna go and kick that squirrel over, if that's okay. Yeah, let's see what's up around here. Can we even examine the squirrel? Yep. Higsby's is closed. Damn it. I wanted to go and see what he's up to. He appears in both games, despite Number Man only being a fight in BN4 Blue. I mean, that's pretty much how this series goes, yeah. Yeah, these guys are gonna tell me how to hold the controller, basically. Yeah, I don't have a regular chipset, although I probably should. Although at this point, my regular memory is pretty small, so, like... Yeah, see, I can't even equip an air shot in there. Like, oh boy, let me just set that crack out as my regular, so that way I can draw that at the start of every fight. And annoy myself when I'm using the charge shot that I'm using here. We can't go annoy Male. We can, however, jack into the doghouse. As is tradition. And we can check on these dorks. It's okay, I'm sure that this won't be a thing that matters at any point in the game. You see, you gotta be a little bit less crap at this than I am for a lot of these. To get counters, and also just keep in mind that an important thing early on, that the cannon ships have a slower fire rate than the air shots do, so you gotta press the button a little early. Or you can just clear an entire fight instantly with Duo. That's always significantly better, in my opinion. It's just skipping past the fight, basically. Ah, yes, so you can hide behind whatever on the internets or something. I don't know where I'm going with that. I want to know about this giraffe. Tree? I don't know about tree, but okay. I sure do, but... yeah. Oh, hey, there's Dexman there. I almost called him Gutsman, just in general. I mean, I feel like making an appointment to go on the internet, then again, this is the early aughts, so things are a little bit weird in that regard. Yeah, he's the only thing that's keeping this ramshackle-ass world working. Alright, what's up? There's so many electrical store, you don't say. Yeah, a rather infamous typo in that one, so yeah. So here's an interesting thing that you find in a couple of locations in this game. These are passcodes for the spin-off game Mega Man Battle Chip Challenge. These can be used, I believe, to help you obtain rare and hard-to-get chips in that game. But Battle Chip Challenge is not really a great game. I don't imagine anybody really taking advantage of this in this particular day and age. It's Electric Avenue, huh? Are we here to take it higher? Oh. It's nothing like where you live. Okay, that's all you gotta tell me. Alright. Sometimes you even buy stuff you don't need, just like in the modern day. Yeah, just a sign that just says 30% off. That sounds like how sales work nowadays, actually. They don't really tell you the full details, just, oh hey, it's a sale. On what? It's a sale. You should buy it, whatever it is. And you're just like, what? Oh, shops are doing well. Yeah, that's how it goes, you know? A sign of a cow recommending you eat beef. What cow in their right mind would say that? I mean, yeah, that's a good question, actually. Let's buy a giant robot for $2. Yep. That would be really something. Alright, this guy's got sub chips for sale. I don't believe we need these right now. Yeah. Untrap doesn't come into play for a good bit of the game. Sneak Run, I don't really give two shits about. And the Full Energy, neither. I think we'll probably get a couple of those as we go. But a lovely day, yes. Oh, stop that. Extended out to the skirt. I mean, I don't see, like, any other construction crews around. It's just you, dude. Oh, man, look at this gigantic building. Whoa. Yeah, honestly, I've seen some people who have, like, done videos of, like, doing sort of thrift store, record store kind of stuff in Japan. And I can confirm that, like, some buildings, like, you know, if you go to Tower Records in, like, Shinjuku or something, I think that's the one I'm thinking of, that, yeah, a lot of that stuff is in just absolutely gigantic-ass buildings. Which, okay, yeah, we've got big stores and huge shopping malls and stuff here in America, at least I think we still do. I'm not completely confident how ravaged or not that sort of thing is due to the pandemic, but, you know, I think that just, like, having it be, like, a tall building has a different vibe, right? God, I bet. I mean, sometimes I'll just browse electronic stores stuff and be like, oh, that's neat. Cat ear headphones? I mean, I bet they sound terrible, but okay. I actually was looking at a set of those earlier this year. As I got some money for Christmas earlier, and I was like, oh, you know, maybe I'll pick up one of those. And then I was on, unfortunately, I was on Amazon, which is just like the bane of my existence, being on a website where you can see all that kind of shit. And it's like, oh, I could get that, or there's this other like really nice sort of high-end set of headphones that I was looking at. Well, high-end with a bit of an asterisk. High-end by my, understanding. Whereas, like, this isn't even the most powerful thing that the company makes, and a lot of other companies are, like, even more hardcore audiophile shit, which I have a feeling that a lot of that is BS, honestly. But that's more because, like, the limits of human hearing as opposed to anything else. So I had given some consideration to getting one of those, a set of pink cat ear headphones and some other stuff, or also having... There was also an anime statue that I was looking at that was like nearly 200, but instead I was just like, okay, actually, somebody's selling Meze 99s for $140, which are pretty nice headphones that usually cost 200. You know what? Okay, that's not bad. And it sounds like, you hear 30% sale, and that sounds a little bit underwhelming, especially in the days of like, if you ever look at Steam, you'll be like, oh, 30% off. Pfft, who gives a shit? But that's because of a wide variety of other reasons. But when I tell you save $60 on something, that definitely sounds pretty big. Anywho, I got distracted. Oh, see, I shouldn't have said anything about the light bulbs. Now you forgot, you idiot. I'm sure we're not going to be allowed to rest. We got to go and talk to people, right? Yeah, they screwed up a couple of the mugshots there, but I assume that's just because they did like a quick and dirty translation for a lot of this stuff. Because, yeah, tight schedule. Basically it's the crunch argument as usual, but in a slightly different way because we don't have any records of that kind of thing specifically at this juncture. Oh, hey, look, these two are here hanging out doing nerd stuff together. They're inside of this stereo. Oh, yes, it definitely has a jack-in port by virtue of being state-of-the-art. I'm sure that those are absolutely connected. Oh, hey, look, it's Shade Man. We've seen him in the art gallery. That's all he's got to say is creak. Oh, he's want to go swimming or something? I don't know. Eh, what's up? Battle the store navvy to win free gifts. I mean, again, considering that we're like, we've saved the world 3 times, this should absolutely just be, an easy way for us to just farm high-end equipment here. Ah, yes, a high-tech set of earphones, just the one. Get yourself a headset that you use in a call center. I find it very funny, by the way, the fact that this electrical store that's supposed to be selling all this high-end gadgetry and stuff is called Jomon. And I will tell you for why, for those of you who are not that well-versed in anything relating to Japanese history. And that is that the Jomon period, I believe, is the oldest historical period in Japanese history. So it's very funny to me having, like, this high-tech, high-end gadget store that's literally named after, like, a period of time that was 4,000 years ago, basically. It's like Stone Age Gamer. Wait, no, Stone Age Gamer is a real website. God damn it. Damn it, I can't even tell a joke anymore without it being something real. Whatever. Well. You get your light bulbs, Dad? Yeah, I was checking out this new stereo system that is probably far more than we would ever need. Stone Age Gamer operates in a cave. I remember looking at some stuff on Stone Age Gamer, which they sell a lot of, like, adapters to let you use your classic video game stuff with newer technology. If I recall correctly, and, you know, like, nice cables and adapters and stuff like that for all the old consoles. And I remember thinking, this shit is really expensive, is what I remember thinking. I mean, I don't necessarily know how accurate that sentiment actually is, because I'm not that well versed in the matter. And, like, I've got my Mycom soft. I'm pretty sure that upgrading to, like, oh, hey, here's an HDMI output for your GameCube is... I don't think that's necessarily going to be a thing that I would, need. Like, maybe at most, if there was anything else, I'd be looking into, like, an OSSC or something, and I don't even think that's necessary. But realistically, I would want to look more at audio quality and, quite frankly, performer quality first. I'd want to... If I can get someone to just do this for me who's actually good at video games, then we can concern ourselves with graphical quality. Anyway, jokes aside. Yeah, I mean, that stuff always seems like a little bit scary in terms of price to me for some reason, but you gotta remember that there's not really, like, big professional companies that are exactly mass-producing those adapters. So it is understandable on some level, too, that, you know, because a lot of that shit, I'm pretty sure, is just, like, hand-assembled by hobbyists, basically. Or if it is, like, running out of an assembly, it's not a major thing, you know. The closest you get in terms of any of that stuff is you have, like, Hyperkin and companies like that doing that sort of stuff, where they'll just make things that are basically just, hey, here's the old technology, but cheaper and cheaper. You know, if you want your replacement N64 controller in the modern day, here's one that feels even worse than an actual N64 controller. Still not loud enough, yeah? Full volume. We can't see it very well, but that speaker behind us is the size of a building. I don't think setting that to full volume is a good idea. Wait a second. Why would you build that anyway? That's like... That's even above and beyond the kind of stuff that you'd get at, like, concerts where you've got, like... You know, like those big stacked amps. That's also like individuated speakers as opposed to a single driver, but even that's not nearly as big as this sort of thing is implied to be. Why would you do this? Why is Electopia so full of absolute nuts? What kind of monster? Alright. Oh, I bet that guy's deaf now. Excuse me. Dave from the Density Net Battle Committee. In order to prevent the spread of net crime, the government has banned net battles by ordinary citizens. I don't know that that's necessarily a good idea, because you'd want to do that to, like, practice with your friends to keep sharp. I've said it before, I think, that this franchise is extremely flighty about this point for some reason. That, like, oh, sometimes net battles are just banned by the government, and it's not really explained why or when that started or anything like that. And it's just kind of confusing. But anyway, this dude wants to announce a big-time citywide net battle tournament to find the best net battler in the city. Need I remind you all that we saved the world 3 times. We've stopped Dr. Wily's stupid war rocket life virus thing. We went into, we dealt with Gospel, something that basically could just constantly regenerate itself. We dealt with Alpha, which is something that basically could just constantly regenerate itself. Wait until today to tell us. That's actually a good question, though, Mega Man. Oh, and he's just running away to, not have to deal with the consequences of his own incompetence. Well, your boyfriend can amuse himself. Oh, I bet he will. Oh, I bet he will. I had to lean into the mic a little better there. Alright, let's head on home, and I guess we're going to get ourselves underway with some training that, not necessarily super necessary, right? Oh yeah, that Shade Man guy is there. Oh geez, that's an accent. As everybody got mauled by the Batman here. The Batman. Oh yeah, look at them all. They got absolutely wrecked. Including Green Man. Ooh, he gets some spooky music. Oh, he's got a different vocal tech now. If they localized this better, I would have really wanted them to have done all the W's to V's, just like the worst sounding vampire ever. They were delicious, That's right, he's giving these guys all the suck. Oh, that sounds a little gross, honestly. I mean, they all kind of look the same. He's going to Akadaka area. Well, I suppose it's a good thing that the plot converges. That all the plot threads are converging nicely, We don't ever have to be like, oh shit, our friends are all meeting and we can't go because we gotta save the world. Otherwise they'll all die. Also, yeah, here's our area select screen. We don't even have to go talk to a train ticket box anymore. So that's interesting. Probably a nice change. Probably. Don't get caught in the corner like an idiot. That's my special skill, is doing that. I'm out here looking for green mystery datas because those are Always nice. You know what? I'm gonna try something a little different here. We're gonna go into our double soul. Oh, that's in slot 0E, so we're gonna have to remove our other one here. Yeah. So we overwrite, and we should constantly be in search soul now. So I'll get to show that off significantly earlier than I probably should be able to. But hey, why not, right? If the game is going to just hand all of those abilities to us, we may as well demo that, right? And yeah, you can see it is bleeding us very fast. On the other hand, we may not even need to worry because we don't die instantly from ticking, basically. We can only tick as low as 1 HP. 2000 Zenny from that green data, by the way, is really good. For reasons that I've probably made quite clear. I'm gonna save, because we're definitely in the danger zone here. We can die pretty easily. Anything else to say about this fella? Oh, he's still there. He's just dead. Oh. Oh, right. Censorship. I forgot. So let's take a look at our chips here, and you're gonna see these prices get outrageous. So I don't know if I explained it before, but this game operates on a multiple playthrough system. So they sort of expect you to play through the game and beat it 3 times to be able to unlock everything in order to gain access to the post-game, which is kind of small. Throughout, the contents of Blue Mystery Data will rotate or, rank up, basically, requiring you to get them in every single game. However, shops do not change whatsoever. So, as a consequence, these shops are basically structured such that you would want to be dealing with them throughout all 3 playthroughs of your game. And often you just sort of have to leave stuff behind instead of clearing it out at the drop of a hat. Especially if you want to be able to afford other stuff later on, or want to have to deal with cache gates without sitting around grinding. However, we're going to pick ourselves up in HP memory, and you can see the next one is up to 3200. So yeah, as I said, they don't really expect you to tackle all of these with great immediacy. And yeah, there we are. We're 1 HP and we're staying there. To be quite honest with you, I think we can probably get away with this for a reasonable length of time. Like, yeah, these games are generally not easy, and I'm not great at video games in general, but I think we'll be okay. Plus, Search Soul's sniper machine gun is really good. Yeah, that'll do. Ah, crud. Yeah, that's why we wanted the wide sword, is because it's only 5 hits. I know, I say only like that's actually that bad. Obviously, 5 hits off of that is real good, but still. We didn't get a kill. Oh, you're gonna actually block me? That's a shame. Ooh, counter. So the counter chips are pretty neat. They do exactly what you expect them to. You activate them at the right time and they automatically counterattack for you, which is quite potent to say the least. Ah, nice whiff there, Duo. Yeah, sometimes Duo's Meteor Knuckle can miss stuff, which is pretty unfortunate, but hey, it's a single Meteor. What are we going to complain about, right? Oh no, not two of the least competent Navis in the entire series. I don't know, those dudes seem pretty hurt. They seem pretty awake right now, is the thing. Wow, he goes pretty fast. Although I guess, okay, it's supposed to be expected. Mega Man, you can probably just shoot him in the back, but then again, story stuff. We're not actually in Search Soul outside of battle, I guess. What do you got for us? Oh, she gave us her passcode. Alright. That's nice, I think. Oh, dang it. Yes, the search gun may not be ideal for fast-moving enemies. Or anything that has more than 50 HP, really, but yeah. You heard a black Navi kidnapped a girl Navi. That's A, a description, B, not helpful. C, Shademan is, well, yeah, Shademan is definitely not black on multiple levels. Again, immediately making me think of our old friend Shadow the Hedgehog and the old black creatures. Well, we're certainly shoring up those Guard 1s. Yeah, the Shockwave chips, by the way, are gone from the series as of this point. They do not reappear ever again. Guard 1 Asterisk is significantly better than what we had, than what we're getting from these fights, that's for sure. I don't think we're doing... Yeah, I don't think we can really get boomerangs doing that kind of dealings, but we'll get to a point where we can deal with those decently enough at some point, I'm sure. Although, yeah, those dudes are absolutely free at that point, right? That whole area is just completely unblocked. And hey, we got our HP back. That's great, because it's going to disappear quite soon. They filming a movie or something. I mean, again, something you just keep calling him the Black Navi, and that's it. Sand Ring. So I haven't really explained what Sand Ring does for us. Sand Ring just sort of stuns an enemy when it hits, but it also creates a sand panel underneath them, which very specifically is great for setting up combos with the Tornado chip, which we saw one of those in a shop earlier, but it was disgustingly expensive. In addition to pinning an enemy in place to make it really easy to land Tornado, the sand panel doubles damage to the target. So it goes from 20 per hit for 8 hits up to 40, turning it into a 320 damage 2-chip combo. Which, with a few buffs and stuff, that can turn absolutely ridiculous. Hey, nice. Wide shot, or wide SHT. Oh, sorry. Looks like it says wide shit. Due to the 8-character limit issue. Which they never did resolve throughout the entire series. Right, come on, give me some. That's better. Sadly not fast enough to get a better rank, but oh well. Alright, Duo, do your thing. And by that I mean don't whiff. Yeah! Easy. Don't worry, we are going to mix it up, by the way, a little bit. We're going to switch through a couple of different special cards and stuff like that, patch cards throughout the game, in order to, you know, just test out some stuff, show off some things that are fun. It's just that right now we're taking every opportunity to plow these fights under. Ah, shit. Well, I haven't saved recently enough for my own good, really. That... I had a feeling that was going to happen. Eventually. And that's probably why using the style chips, the style cards is probably a bad idea. And I keep saying style, I mean, not that. It's a soul is what it's called. Actually, I'm gonna go in here and we're gonna see if we can do something else a little different here. Let's go into our card set here. It's grass panel, effective buster attacks. And turn cussing off and on. That's not what it means, but it does sort of look like that, huh? Very funny. Okay, yeah, so here's our are B and backs. I don't know how good I'm going to be at these if I try them. Set 3. Try equipping that. I'll take a look at what else I have here, otherwise Wide Shot 2 is pretty good. Oh geez, we won't be able to equip the one in slot D with that. Sucks. Let's try doing that, and yeah, see if this fares us a little better for now. Yeah, that's us doing the B-back Lance. And you can see that that's pretty good. I forget how good the damage is in this game, but I'm pretty sure that by this point Lance is doing like 130, 150 damage a hit. Which, needless to say, that is pretty solid. I don't have the timing down perfectly yet, but I'll get there eventually. Hey, our first bug fragment. This is the way we grind them in this game because we don't get them from counter kills anymore. We have to get them from green mystery data, so availability on them is pretty bad. Oh hey, that's still there. Good. Alright, yeah, we've seen that before. That's right, our charge shot is wide shot 3, right? Oh, we may have had a... Oh, wow, that actually can give us full synchro. That's pretty gross. Can't lie about that. That seems like something that shouldn't happen. I guess the fast charge time on our other one is because it was comparatively not as strong or something. Which, I mean, yeah, it's certainly not. Ah, nice. Cannonball, V. V code is not so nice, but it's actually quite good in this game, if I recall correctly, so maybe I shouldn't say nothing about that just yet. Dang it. The charge shot got blocked. That's unfortunate. Hey, nice. I'll take a new biz. Those are always good to have. Unfortunately, we really cannot equip that yet, but we'll get there eventually, I'm sure. Alright, what's going on in here? Yeah, alright, tool bag, what's the deal? You are strange, dude. And that's all I've got to say on the matter. And yeah, for some reason he did say a line that made sense for Mega Man instead, but... yeah, so I guess we gotta go over to Electric Avenue here. What's the signage say? Tower Memorial. The L Tower comp. Alright. No one think to build a bridge. Well... I mean, yeah, that's a good question, Mega Man. And by Mega Man, I mean... other guy. Plan. I don't think we can get into fights over there, which... oh well. Anyway, it's off to the races. It's time to go to Electown and get things going. By that I mean go fight the what's up, dude? I'm trying to go over there and talk to you, dude. What's up? The tower's emitting some kind of sonic waves. Why did we not feel that? Because I would assume that some sort of sonic assault that is strong enough to cause this guy hearing damage, and incidentally, like nothing else, is something that we would be able to notice too. Like, we would hear a screaming loud noise or something. But I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I readily confess to not being an expert. So that's all we had to do, was just open this thing up in order to get access to the service area here. Don't fall off. Well, you can't, but... and something was wrong with his ears. Well, it happens. Yeah, why is this a gigantic speaker the size of a building? Oh god, I'm sorry about that. I'm not the one who designed it. Again, we need to keep in mind that this is a speaker driver here that is like, I'd say about 10 feet in terms of diameter, according to using LAN as a scale, and if you're using just the scale of it being the size of a small building, that's significantly bigger, probably. Again, A, why would you build this? Outside of, like, going for a Guinness World Record or something. And B, why would you have it powered like this for any length of time? And C, I'm pretty sure that it would cause significantly more destruction than that. Anyway, if I recall correctly, we can just go and do this thing right now. Obviously, yes, they want you to go get the headphones. You win in that battle, you get a free pair of earphones, just the one. I'm sure that's supposed to protect us somehow. Alright, so here's a unique thing for Battle Network 4. We get to actually fight basic Navis as, like, a regular fight. This is not something that the game will ever do again. And I think it's pretty cool. Unfortunately, that happened. But there we go. We managed to pin the dude. Which is great. That'll force him to keep his distance. That way he can't hit us with his bombs. Which, you know, I thought that was going to be a concern. And we can just easily do that. You know, technique. Yeah, that's absolutely what we can do. You can use it without anyone else hearing you. Oh, you mean the pet, right? Because I guess it has a speaker and can play music or something, probably. So we got ourselves some Bose headphones, and that's how we're going to deal with things here. Oh, we have to just go around the other... That's right, I thought we had to go in and turn the speaker off. That is a thing, it's just later, I guess. As Mega Man's just like, what? I can't hear you, Lan! Which, okay, I wouldn't want to hear him either, but that would just be rude. Alright, let's do it. Let's do the thing. Alright, here we are. We are inside of the... Excuse me. Oh, goodness. I'm sorry about that. We're inside the giant speaker that, again, I'm going to complain about this for a while, probably. Because it's just really stupid. Oh, hey, we got an enemy shaped like a musical note named Melody. These guys will just hop around a bunch, and eventually will jump at you. It's a pretty cute design. I like it. Ah, I screwed up. Oh well. I was too far forward to hit both of them anyway, so... it's probably fine. And there we get our first binder. I called it a bounder earlier when I was looking at the gallery. Because they kind of screwed up the translation here, the original Japanese version says bound note, which I think that somebody just read that and was like, oh, you mean like bind, you mean like bound as in the past form of bind, right? When no, it has nothing to do with binding anything whatsoever. It's called a bound note because it's a note that bounds. Hey, nice triple. Hey, nice S code. That's probably better than D code, but I could be wrong. We'll find out eventually. Hey, can you explain the dungeon gimmick to me? Yeah? Program that operates the door. There are cyber bats flying around the area that disable the door. If you can catch all the cyber bats, the door will start working again. They're invisible, but there's a sonar system that will let you see the cyber bats. That is exactly how sonar works, I swear. Only activates for 10-second periods. That's unfortunate. It's a good thing we picked up all the mystery datas then. Because yeah, that doesn't freeze your clock for some reason. Fuck. I'm just playing this fight like butt, that's all. Alright. And And the sonar's on. And we get a really annoying countdown. And we have bats to catch. The hit detection on these bats is better than I remember. For some reason, we still get random encounters during this bit, though, for some reason. I don't know who decided that was a good idea. But I hope they're not working in the game industry anymore, because, wow. That's not great. Thankfully, no, you don't have to grab all of the bats in an area in one stretch of 10 seconds. So we can basically just keep turning the radar on for one at a time. And while it'll be slightly annoying, we'll still get things done. Is that all that we need here is 3? I don't remember. It's probably like 4 or something because they didn't immediately show the gate opening. And there we go, Thunder 1. Thunder is a pretty nice chip insofar as it sort of homes a little bit, and they stun enemies. Thanks, dude. That was incredibly weird what just happened. I was talking over it because it was too weird for me. So before we go for the bats, we're gonna go look for the mystery datas in the area. So that way we have nothing to interrupt us. Except for random battles. Because, yeah, obviously that is not something you can cure. Pretty nice double. Only worth 150 zenny, that's unfortunate. But, you know, we'll slowly pile up that cash. Yeah, I did see the blue data at the middle area. Don't worry. I know about that. That one is a special case. We can save that for a moment. Oh, that might have been a frame too early. Well, it didn't consume our full synchro, which is nice. Alright, hey you. 4 of them. Alright. Yeah, give me the thing to operate the thing. And let's do this. That's right, here's an unnecessary amount of damage for this thing. Just 800. Have fun, buddy. By that, I mean die horribly, apparently. Nice, an HP memory. Alright. Now we gotta find ourselves some bats. Get over here. Well, it's 2 out of 4 so far, so that's good. I was worried for a second that that wouldn't work. That would just be the way with this, right? Oh, that visual effect was looking a little bit off. terrible opening hand. We're just gonna book it. This game needs to stop feeding me such trash. Sheesh. That's better. Alright, that's bat number 3. And bat number 4. Nice. We got that just in the nick of time. That's pretty good. Can't complain about that. Probably will anyway. Yep, and this program beats the ever-living tar out of those bats, apparently. And here we go. Time for a boss fight, which I probably should save before, but oh well. We're soon gonna find out that this one is kind of bait. Oh, that's a grammar mistake there, buddy. Also get it hurts and it's vibrations. Alright, so now we gotta go down to the speaker on the other end and go shut that off. Did I just see someone moving around down there? Did I just see a car or something? This close to this, again, sonic beam that this thing is emitting from the building-sized speaker that should probably be, like, causing severe damage to these vehicles right now. We're gonna save, by the way, because I think we dropped straight into a boss fight after this. Alright, so let's dial down the volume here. And for some reason that works. Listen, at this point, that's not that weird by Mega Man Battle Network standards, alright? It's fine. It's stupid, but okay. Alright. Legs go land. There it is, everybody. I told you there was a boss fight right after this cutscene. Alright, now it doesn't matter what we select here because we're gonna find out that if we hit this guy at all, he just does that. In fact, here, I'll show it off with something that hits harder. I'll fire my wide beam charge shot at him. And nothing happens, and eventually the boss fight just ends on its own. Hey, it's Chode, he's back! Investigating the serial yeah, hey buddy. Well, I don't know how much you can do about it because of, yeah, but yeah, if you If you think you can handle this, Protoman, you go ahead and do it. Oh wow, he backstepped. Good dodge, I guess. Then again, you know, melee man, so... Well, that's it for Shade Man, I guess, for the time being. Plan, cool your jets, hotshot. Yeah, now that you're probably not like signal jammed or whatever, I don't know. I don't know. I thought that was just a graphical error, really. Looks like a battle chip, huh? Not a real one, just something that's about the same shape. No, land, it's supposed to be it could. 3 question marks data, alright. Well, that's not ominous at all. Let's go find out if Higsby knows anything about this weird data. Higsby always knows about the weird shit, right? Just like why he's got this maid at his shop. Alright, Higsby, what do you got for us? I mean, that would be nice, but that's not what we're here for today. Do you know anything about this incredibly suspicious data, my dude? Oh, apparently it's not good. What's up, dude? It fell off the back of a truck. Get rid of it as soon as possible? Oh, I'm sure that that's really gonna happen. This is a dark chip. Folks, welcome to the main plot arc of Battle Networks 4 and 5. Yes, these games are actually tied together, and yet also completely episodic somehow. Well, not completely, but pretty damn close. Dark chip draws its owner deep into Mercland. What? You're just making things up. It's a demon chip. Yeah, you're allowed to say that, but you couldn't say that Navi's died earlier. If used, a dreadful force is unleashed. Any Navi that uses it will be drawn deep into hell. And their ego decays. That's an interesting way to phrase it. That's right, it's just like fentanyl. I don't know, he was having this weird issue where like random parts of his text were replaced with the word but. Wait, no, that's something from Hypnospace, never mind. Only be handled by someone strong enough to resist its pull. That's... Yeah, and we're not just gonna delete it because I guess we can't, you know, cast it into the void from here. Whatever. What's up, Dex? Yep, he gives us his passcode, just as we would expect. Can we throw anything in the chip trader? Oh, we got hella guard A's. Give me something fun. Heat shot D, I mean, that's okay. Barrier Z. Blech. Flameline G. This creates a column of... This creates 3 towers of flame in the column 2 ahead of you. It's decent. It relies on having a floor under the target, which is an important issue for later, but it's alright. do another 2 here. Wide sword L, I think we even have those in L too. Sheesh. And lastly, a copy damage asterisk. We have one of those already. So not a whole lot of variety out of Higsby's chip machine here, but that's okay. So... oh geez. Oops. That's not the start button. Fuck off. Start software. Continue the game. So, okay. The plot thing here with the dark chips is, well, a little bit wibbly. They're evil, as they said. They give Mega Man a dark soul. If you use them in battle, well, in order to be able to use them in this game, you have to get smacked around enough that you enter an anxious state. And then, if you use them, they permanently reduce your max HP by 1, as in, no, you cannot get that back ever. However, dark chips are extremely powerful versions of existing chips, and they have no code, so they can't be equipped with anything else in that turn. If you use enough of them, it will have a negative effect on Mega Man in terms of his color palette will darken. And if you reach certain points, you will lock yourself out of being able to use certain chips, most notably the SP Navi chips. And in place, you'll be able to use a couple of other chips that are considered, like, you know, just sort of dick move kind of things. And also, I believe you will be able to start regenerating health for dark hole panels on the field. It's actually a pretty interesting mechanic. Like I said, I've really come around on this over the years. I used to think it was quite stupid, like who would bother with that? But a large part of that is just because the SP Navi chips tend to be really good. But if you want to try out alternative strategies, it's definitely like worth setting that up a little bit and experimenting with it. And indeed, the exchange between the immediacy of the power that is involved there and permanently screwing yourself over is pretty legit by comparison to like other sort of moral systems in video games. Because of course, to be fair, inside of the construct of the video game, when a morality system comes up, you can just go, okay, well, I have multiple saves. I can try out multiple different things, you know, outside of something like Spec Ops The Line, where obviously you're railroaded into doing horrible things, and the only way to stop is to legitimately stop playing the game. But that's a whole other thing. But, like, in Bioshock, I mean, I don't have the fortitude, really, to kill any of the little sisters in Bioshock, but it's like it doesn't have value because you just have more save files, and ultimately it doesn't have real effects on the storyline all that much in Bioshock. It's quite badly done compared to this, which this doesn't have story effects either, but still, just the overall thing I think is pretty decent for what it is, which is a ham-fisted drug metaphor. As I said before, fentanyl. So, considering that, it's decent. Although again, decent is going to be the extent of it. And that is it for our first scenario. As you can see, this game, things are a little bit snappier because we've only been streaming, well, only been playing for an hour 40. And that's with a death. So yeah, overall, this game is not quite as bad as a lot of people like to say it is. Although, don't get me wrong, I still think it's the worst in the series.